Futures closed, but now to the big question.
Let's bring in our market panel. We have Yu-Dee Chang, Ace Investment Strategist, Chief Trader, and Tim Holland, Tamro Capital Partners Portfolio Manager. Yu-Dee, I want to go to you first because there had been a down mood. There's no question about it among traders over the past several weeks. That has led to a down market, but more than just the numbers. The whole mood seemed to have been in a downward frame. Has this one-day rally changed that mood?
Well, I think so, although, like you're saying, there's a little down mood. I think mainly because of the uncertainties over the election, then, of course, the physical cliff, and the election is pretty much over, and the cliff, we're getting some good news. And plus, Congress is out of session, right? So there's nobody there to give us the bad comments. Friday, I agree with John earlier, that Friday was the turning point already. It reached an equilibrium on selling. Today, we have huge follow-through to the upside. You know, from our work, we've been in a bull market since March of 2009, but within this bull move, we have had 13 ups and downs. And recently, we believe that we just went through another down cycle, about 7.8%, pretty much equaling the average. We believe we've seen the bottom of this particular move. We're going to start a new move to the upside.
Tim, how long do they last? They seem just every 5 minutes. But the fact is that David uses the term mood very correctly. It was a depressed mood. You say by the best exactly when they are depressed. Talk about that and what you really mean.
Sure. At Tamro Capital Partners, we're stock pickers. We're not market prognosticators. So if you're going to be in the market, if you think equities over time create wealth, and we think they do, well, you take advantage of the volatility and the sentiment when it gets so dour to back up the truck and buy better capitalized, better run businesses and parts of the economy that you think have more of a tailwind than a headwind. And so what we've tried to do the last 8 weeks or so, because it's been a pretty unpleasant 8 weeks, is take advantage of that volatility to the benefit of our clients by buying great businesses at even more attractive prices than we could have, say, 9, 10, 12 weeks ago.
All right. Well, Yu-Dee, I still think, by the way, that there's going to be some sell-off before the end of the year with folks thinking that taxes are going to go up. A lot of folks want to take their gains right now, but all that beside us for the moment. Let's get specific here. Natural gas is something that a lot of people are agreeing upon. Even some of the environmentalists are saying, well, that's a lot better than coal, so maybe we can move ahead on the natural gas front. You have a specific play on natural gas, and that's Devon Energy. Why is that the best play for natural gas right now?
Well, there's a couple of things on natural gas. First of all, the reason most people agree is because we're seeing concrete data. The usage of natural gas to generate electricity has been up over 22% over the past 12 months.
That's because a lot of these coal-fired plants are shutting down and being replaced by natural gas plants.
And absolutely. And also, don't forget, you don't just throw on a switch and throw it off switching between natural gas and coal. Basically,
so why
when
Devon?
You made that conversion, Devon is actually more than just a natural gas play. It's also a play on energy. However, natural gas is very much part of it. And recently, they've been pretty aggressive in purchasing and diversifying themselves among different sources of energy, and particularly natural gas. That's why we like Devon Energy, not just for a natural gas play, but very much a natural gas play, but also an energy play in general, as we see energy prices have reached this cyclical low as well, along with the stock market.
Tim, before we get to your names, let's get to your sectors. And as you're talking about your sectors, we can pull up the names that you like in each one. But what sectors do you believe are poised to pop here?
Well, we think the U.S. economy, the U.S. consumer collectively are in better shape than the world's given us credit for. So as stock pickers, we're bottom up and we focus on fundamentals and valuation, but we like businesses in more domestic-facing parts of the economy. There's already been a lot of talk in the last couple of minutes about the home builders. So we like consumer discretionary, we like consumer staples, we like financial services, parts of financial services, and we've got an overweight in energy as well. And I think the ongoing transformation, really the U.S. into an energy superpower, if you look at some of the data of late, is a fantastic long-term story. So that's where we have found of late more opportunity than not.
Yu-Dee, there is a magnificent, some people would say, shift taking place in technology right now. A lot of people have been waiting for this, where some of the old timers are being replaced by some of the new kids on the block. It's not happening across the board, but as we shift from PCs to these mobile devices. We're seeing this tremendous shift. This is part of the problem with Intel. Of course, Paul Otellini leaving is a big part of it as well. But you're seeing all these shifts. You go for IBM, which of course is one of the old plays in technology. Why is IBM poised to take advantage of this major tectonic shift that's taking place in tech?
Well, a couple of things. Don't forget, IBM actually recently, as far as maybe 5-6 months ago, made a big play in selling some corporate bonds, a 2-year note actually, at a very, very low interest rate, 1%. And they're taking this $1 billion to put it all over the world to take advantage of this of their business. And that's why I like them. I think I like them as a major conglomerate. I actually think their business model is actually pretty solid in the basic place. And also, I believe they derive their income from all over the world, which to me is a little bit safer in the days in this day and age. So that's why I like IBM, and plus the fact that they do pay us still a pretty attractive dividend, and I think that puts a little bit floor of their price. And lastly, like Tim was saying, IBM recently just went through a correction to the downside. That's why, at this price point, I actually like it a lot.
And buy the best when they're depressed. We do love that phrase here. Thank you very much. Yu-Dee Chang, Tim Holland, good to see you both, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
When companies make